super folders, who's ready for Maul's March Motor Madness? This should be interesting. First time we've done it this way. There's a lot of action coming up in the sweet Sithteen, and it's all going to take place right here on this pod racing course. Of course, it's not exactly a pod racing course. It is, in fact, Championship Sprint, an old arcade game. And I've remade it here in Scratch. So now we can have the sweet Sithteen battle it out, not at the trash can, but at the racetrack. Let's take a minute before we start our engines to find out who the competitors are going to be today. Let's check it out. Let's see how they match up. First up is going to be Mara Omega versus Afodka. Mara Omega's incredible Princess Mononoke versus Afodka's very clever Plo Koon design. Great piece of origami. Who is fastest, though? Who knows? We'll find out in this randomly decided contest. After that, we'll find out who wins between the mysterious Dom by Captain Thunderpants and Mr. Tyler Tobin Values Jabanian from Yokai Watch. Interesting. Both really unusual pieces of origami. I can't wait to find out which one gets around the racetrack the fastest. All right, folks, I got to get my voice warmed up here. I am recovering from the sore throat, but now I'm tongue-tied. I keep making mistakes. I'll try to do better as we move forward with Jace 411's Maul family. That's Darth, Savage Opress, Mother Tamsin, and Blue Boy. We still haven't found out his name. Could Wikipedia tell us? Somebody look it up and let me know. Versus Stooky Origami's Commander Wolf. Interesting because this is a lineup that could have actually happened in the Clone Wars TV show, I think, if I'm not mistaken. All right, the next one's going to be Captain Athano by Superfolder Bosk versus the Inquisitor by Yoda Boy 4321. Interesting. Very interesting matchup here. I gotta say, Captain Athano is a brave dude, but I'm not sure he's a match for the Inquisitor. But then again, it's not about bravery. It's about racing around a track, so we'll find out. All right, now here's one that did not happen and should never happen. This would be awful. Wolverine versus Luffy. Well, maybe it wouldn't be awful. Maybe it would be pretty exciting. I don't know. Well, there's only one way to find out who the winner is, and luckily it'll be non-violent. Believe it or not, there'll be no violence involved as Darth Zach B and Uso Famer race around the track. And again, I apologize. I'm still not sure if it's Uso Famer or Usopp Hammer. One day we'll find out. All right, the next matchup is going to be Captain Thunderpants'. Try saying that, folks. Captain Thunderpants' Mace Windu versus Sean G's Nubs. Now, Nubs is a Jedi. Mace Windu also a Jedi. Nubs, even though he's a little fella in the show that's on now, would be a lot older than Mace Windu, possibly. They're from two different time periods. The only way they could battle it out is right here in our racetrack for Maul's March Motor Madness. All right, now here's one unbelievable. Paz Vizsla versus Grunkle Stan. This is one everybody's been excited about and waiting for. Been a lot of buzz about this one on social media. I got to say, some of the harsh words that were out there, uncalled for. Let's keep it friendly, folks. Paz Vizsla versus Grunkle Stan. They're friends off the court. Off the racetrack. I'm pretty sure they're good friends. It's all going to be good sportsmanship and just a fun competition today. And I think our last competition today is going to be Ginkle Doofle's Anakin Darth Paper Puppet versus Afodka's Plo Koon. If I'm not mistaken, Afodka, the only competitor, the only super folder with two that made it to the Sweet Sithteen. Is that right? I think that's right. All right, folks, I'll meet you back here at the racetrack in a few minutes, right after this word from our sponsor. That's right, folks. It's RTC OOSP Cola, the cola that reminds you to comment on other Superfolder posts. Let's keep those comments coming, folks. But for now, let's get back to the action. It's time for our first race. Origami, start your engines. Ready? set, go. Here we go with our first competition, folks. Mar Omega versus Plo Koon by Alfonka. Prince of Monarchy falling behind. Plo Koon pulling ahead. It doesn't look like Monarchy has a chance. No, I'm afraid not. Monarchy falls behind, and Plo Koon by Alfonka is our winner. Congratulations, Alfonka. You're moving on to the Elite BB-8. Here we go with round two, folks. Dom versus Jibanyan. Ready, set, go. All right, here we go. Jibanyan pulling out to an early lead. Oh, boy, pulling ahead, taking the shortcut there. There we go. Oh, Jibanyan spitting out. Oh, no, a little too tricky. Dom takes a bad turn at the very end, though, and Jibanyan pulls back into the lead. Mysterious Mr. Dom, farewell. It's been a wild ride, but Mr. Tyler Tobin values Jibanyan is the one moving on to the next round, the Elite BB-8. And our next matchup, the Maul family versus Commander Wolf. Ready, set, go. Oh, they take off. Mace family, the Maul family cutting across very early on, but falling behind. As they reach that big straightaway there, Commander Wolf just jets ahead and wins this one. Barely a contest. Commander Wolf, very, very speedy. I wonder if maybe the Maul family was driving around in a minivan and that's what slowed him down. Hard to say, folks. Not sure how the Maul family would get around, but they were a great group of origami. We really enjoyed having them in the contest. We hate to say goodbye, but the Elite BB-8 can only take 8. So we had to say goodbye to somebody. And we are saying hello to Stooky Origami's Commander Wolf. Welcome to the Elite BB-8. But before we can get to the BB-8, the Elite BB-8 that is, we've got to pick out a few more winners. All right, this matchup is Captain Athano versus the Inquisitor. Ready, set, go. All right, Inquisitor falling behind in the early going. Captain Athano making every turn very comfortably there. Still ahead, but Inquisitor really riding his bumper. But then Inquisitor takes a wrong turn and falls too far behind to catch up. Our winner, Super Folder Bosks, Captain Athano. Inquisitor, you made a great run. We will maybe see you back next year, but this time it's Captain Athano by Super Folder Bosk, moving on to the Elite BB-8. Congratulations. All right, here's the one everyone's talking about. Wolverine versus Luffy. Ready, set, go. All right, they're off pretty neck and neck in the early going, but Wolverine falls behind at that first turn. Going around the horseshoe here, and Wolverine's caught up some of that distance. He's right on top of Luffy. Wait, he takes a wrong turn there and falls behind. Is he going to be able to make up the distance? Yes, he is. Luffy has taken a strange turn, might have hit an oil slick there at the last second. Our winner, Wolverine by Darth Zach B. Luffy, you were awesome. You put up a great showing. Thanks a lot, Yusuf Ammer, for entering. But today it's Darth Zach B that moves on to the Elite BB-8. All right, now it's time for Mace Windu versus Nubs. Ready, set, go. All right, and they're off, folks. Mace Windu taking his time, letting Nubs off to an early lead, but Mace Windu often has a trick up his sleeve. I wouldn't count him out yet. All right, there they go. Mace Windu, I am going to count him out now. Some kind of crazy mix-up back there. I just don't think he's going to be able to catch up. Wait a minute. Oh, my gosh. Nubs almost lost it at the last second, but straightened out just in time. He must have gone into a slide there at the last second, or maybe he was trying some of that drifting that they do over in Mario Kart, but not sure that works here. Either way, he got it under control in time to cross the finish line first and move on to the Elite BB-8. Meanwhile, Mace Windu, you were a great piece of origami. We've had a great time with you. Maybe we'll see you next year. All right, here's the one that's caused a bit of controversy. Paz Vizsla versus Uncle
Ready,
Dan.
set,
Go. All right, there goes Grunkle Stan. He took the curve a little better than Paz Vizsla back there. Neither one of them really did great. Okay, Grunkle Stan doing something weird there, and now they're almost neck and neck. He gave Paz Vizsla a chance to catch up. Maybe it was just good sportsmanship. Looks like it's going to be really tight coming across the finish line. Grunkle Stan by a fez? Is that what happened? I'm not sure, folks, but Grunkle Stan is our winner. Paz Vizsla, a fantastic race. The closest race. You missed getting to the BB-8 by a millisecond. I am so sorry. But Mara Omega, you are moving on. Mara Omega, fantastic run there. Grunkle Stan did a great job. We'll see you and Grunkle in the BB-8. Elite BB-8, that is. I keep forgetting to call BB-8 Elite. It's the Elite BB-8. And we've just got a couple more slots left. Who's going to fill them? We'll find out. All right, Captain. No, I'm sorry. Darth Vader versus
ready, set,
Pago the Lesser. Go, folks. I've gotten all confused here. It's Anakin versus Pago the Lesser. All right, let's see how we do here. Oh man, Anakin pulling ahead. Pago the Lesser is seeming a little lesser right now. I'm sorry, Pago. You're gonna have to do something or hope for a mistake by Anakin, but it looks like Anakin's got it wired in. Yes, an easy victory for Anakin. Pago the Lesser trailing from early on there, couldn't make up the distance. So Pago the Lesser, sorry I almost called you a Plo Koon back there. You guys are totally from different planets. My mistake. Meanwhile, Ginkle Doofles, your fantastic Anakin Darth Paper puppet, moves on to the Elite BB-8. All right, Super Folders, that's all the action from here at the racetrack today. I'll be seeing you in the next video for the Elite BB-8. And then, of course, while the Final Force, what do we call it when it's just two? The rule of two? And I don't know, at some point we're going to crown a champion, and that champion will be featured on every page of OrigamiYoda.com for an entire year. Yes, that's the way it goes on Maul'S March Motor Madness. I'll see you next time, and may the Force be with you.